We welcome you inside Silverbacks Park on an absolutely picture-perfect Saturday night here in Atlanta. Jordan Core, McKay Jorgensen, Jace Dunabayo, all smiles, and Cameron Brock and Alec Wilson-Holiday, along with former Shred standout Sean Cannell, set to make their Atlanta debuts. It's perhaps the most anticipated game of the entire opening weekend here in the Ultimate Frisbee Association. For the first time, interdivisional showdown between the Salt Lake Shred and the Atlanta Hustle. First game of the season for both these teams, both trying to join the teams at the top of the standings rather than falling down to 0-1. Good evening and welcome, everybody. Evan Lepler with Taylor Minch and Ada Kaliande. Guys, I made it. It's great to be with you, and I'm thrilled to be here for this matchup.
Yeah, Atlanta's been really good as a team converting these breaks, so he'll have his job cut out for him trying to slow them down. He can definitely be one to help them out.
Oh, great defense there. It's Selfridge earning possession back.
Wow, what can you say about that? Selfridge, what an absolute amazing play there to get the disc back, laying out with the reach around block there, and then finding space in the end zone and punching it in. There's the original turnover.
Veteran cutter for this Atlanta team. And Adam Miller sees Hayden Austin Nab going. Chased from behind by Ashton. And Hayden Austin Nab elevates for the score. What a play!
Hayden Austin Nab coming out early and showing off his skills. Perfect body position there.
Watching Ultimate Frisbee and thrilled to be here in Atlanta tonight. Sean Cannell looking for Brett Holzmeyer. To the end zone, perfect put. And that's house money for the Atlanta Hustle.
I mean, talk about painting a corner there with that throw. That was picturesque. Right to Holzmeyer. I mean, we talked about it pregame, right? Brett, it's just a matter of how he's going to make an impact. And I'd say Alec Wilson-Holiday as well. I mean, I texted him over the summer. I was like, hey, you might need to come join Atlanta. There might be a spot for you. And he was like, no, playing it down, and eventually joined the team.
Selfridge continues his fantastic start, connecting with Miller. Oh, what vision from Austin Taylor. How did he see that?
Oh, what a throw right there from Austin Taylor. He has all the throws. He can reach into his bag and do anything. And you see it right there, the smooth inside look, you know, to his old teammate Christian Olsen. They've been playing together for a long time. He knows where he's going, and he just sends him out there with a beautiful.
Here's Austin Nab.
Shades.
Olsen looking, crossfield, peeling off defender, read it, and it is Tony, Gene LaRue. The poach block interception, and the deep shot the other way. Testing, Wilson-Holiday, who denies the Salt Lake break try.
No fly zone there. Looked like Hayden just tried to stop on a dime, and contact was the result.
Into end of quarter territory here as Langdon fires up a moon ball. Eckwurzel is there for the hustle. Holzmeyer's coming, but Carl doesn't need any help. Chad Jorgensen slithers it through to his brother McKay. Forehand to the corner looking for Russ Noggle, and he bobbles it and brings it in. It's a Salt Lake buzzer beater to punch the Hustle in the face to close out the first.
What a way to end the first quarter with an electric grab.
And Dean coming over to
University.
Nice help defense there. Good eye from the young man.
Looking long for Kyle Weinberg. Chased by Brett Holzmeyer. Holzmeyer wins the battle. Yacht could score 60 goals this year and the next 3 years after this one, and Cam Brock would still have more goals for his career. You think about the heartbreak for Atlanta the last 2 years. Tuba feels like they squandered an opportunity 2 years ago on this field against the Austin Soul. Last year, he says, we played really well and just ran into a championship team, and it was, you know, he said, I'll put that game up against anybody, as the crossfield hammer finds Austin Taylor. Here's Selfridge. Kovira on the mark. Good pressure on the reset, but unable to stop it. Eberhard back to Selfridge. And a perfect put to exactly where it needed to be in the breadbasket of Matt Russnagel. Selfridge continues. Austin Nabb sending Langdon. Chased from behind by Branson. And Langdon rips it down, and he's in the end zone for the hustle score.
And Atlanta really spread it out tonight, getting Langdon involved here now. Where are you?
Much more offensive friendly here, and Austin Taylor's wide open deep, and the hustle have the first break of the night.
Really good job dealing with the double team, just taking that first over the top, scooter, hammer look, getting it off the line. It's really helpful to do that.
It's Kyle Weinberg getting the underneath bid on Holzmeyer for the block. Clock stops out of bounds, 29 seconds, and quickly restarts.
Merrill does have a timeout here. Wouldn't be surprised if he uses his final timeout.
Alex Forsberg lefties it forward for the youngster Sam Pugh. Huff moves it around. Ashton with 5 to the back of the end zone for the Salt Lake score. There are 4 seconds left in the first half, but the Salt Lake shred.
The product on the field tonight.
Austin Taylor gets it forward. Hayden Austin Nabb gets it off. Headed to the end zone. And it's going to be an Atlanta score. Dean Ramsey rips it down for the hustle.
1v4, it doesn't matter. Ramsey able to beat the buzzer. Austin Nabb rearing back. Big backhand.
Nice to have Holzmeyer as a release valve in those types of situations, that's for sure. Looking to Miller. How about the two handlers collaborating on the deep shot? It's a grenade from Taylor to Miller. Tuba Benson, Jaja, trust his D-line to work it here.
I would like to see a deep shot to Dean right here. He's streaking deep with Kenny with the disc.
And that's what you're gonna get. Taylor sends it. Ramsey skies for the score. He's not in. And he pushes. What a sky from Dean Ramsey. The buzzer beater at the end of the half, and there's Kenny Taylor in the end zone for the hustle.
Ask and you shall receive, huh?
And then Brock threw it away. He threw it directly to the Salt Lake defender.
A little miscommunication there with Christian Olsen. You know, some of the new chemistry that's got to get worked out.
Glorious opportunity here on the doorstep. Browning. Oh, it's a layout from LaRue to keep it alive. Bryce Merrill running down the sideline. Browning to the middle for LaRue. Continues and into the end zone past the bit of Holzmeyer. It's caught for the Salt Lake break by Tony Maunga. 15 all. You look in the end zone, you see how much time's remaining. Back to action, Eberhard with a stall count rising again and a bobbly catch there. And now cross field, Selfridge in the end zone. He's got it.
Easy as that, Will Selfridge.
Selfridge on the 16th. It's a good looking tee shot.
A little master swing there.
And a swing for Christian Olsen. 15 seconds for Atlanta. 16 all here on opening weekend in this interdivisional game of the week that has exceeded all expectations. Christian Olsen's gonna need a fire. Adam Miller, I don't know if he got it off.
And one!
And
Langdon's got it. There was certainly a dangerous bid. The officials are signaling that it's a goal, but this is unclear.
I think they're just looking for a unsportsmanlike on that bid.
Opening weekend.
They did call a flagrant foul on the bid, Salt Lake pulling from their end zone and Atlanta receiving 20 yards upwards as this fourth quarter commences, and it begins with a huck from Hayden Austin Knabb to Brett Holzmeyer, up the line into the hands of Cameron Brock.
I'd love to see that. Cameron Brock streaking.
Eberhard saw Rusnagel going, but he holstered it. And now Rusnagel to the open space. And a little floater to the end zone, and it's pulled down by Chad Jorgensen. The
Nice.
Footsteps from Tapper. Back to Kerr. Crossfield hammer slices the gap in half. He's just as effective. And this is a difficult catch made by Miller. To the end zone, it's a leaping grab for Alec Wilson-Holiday.
The ref signaling pick downfield, so he was going to call a pick.
Another flying bid, and Salt Lake gets the disc back. Jordan Kerr into the end zone to bring the shred within one.
What a play right there from Jorgensen. Shred, unfortunate break, but they stay hustling, keep their head down.
That's Reed Browning in the end zone, who also threw his body toward this hammer.
Browning.
Squeezes it through to Olsen. Hammer into space for Miller. Knoll drops it back for Austin Knabb, who goes cross-field. It's hanging up there, but it's right where it needed to be for Carl Eckwurzel.
Austin Knabb watching his Bobby Lay mixtape over the summer with a big OI throw to the corner of the end.
Teams.
They did add a couple seconds to the clock, 11 seconds. Holzmeyer's got the disc, and he flips it around the double team, and Adam Miller casually hammers it home. Good night from Atlanta.
And in the time, that was the dagger right there. You're gonna get 7 seconds to float on this throw. If they bomb it, we're just gonna pass it out.
Jacob Miller has nowhere to go. The Atlanta Hustle were tested tonight by the Salt Lake Shred, but the Hustle passed this opening test. 23-21, Atlanta prevails in an absolutely awesome game of Ultimate Frisbee.